What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Autoblog live stream. My name's Eric. I'm the multimedia producer here at Autoblog, and today I'm joined by news editor Joel Stocksdale. What is up, Joel?
Hey.
Yo, I probably should have told you this before we started. I know Byron was gonna join us, but he said he is actually just gonna man the desk today instead. So it is just gonna be you and I. But feel free to bow out whenever you need to. Don't feel obligated to stay the whole time, but you're more than welcome to as always. Um, yeah, for anybody just tuning in, we are playing Hot Wheels Unleashed, just as we were last week. It's really good. I wrote up my thoughts on the game on Autoblog.com. You can check out our last gaming roundup. To be completely honest with you, the easiest way to find it is probably just to Google Autoblog Hot Wheels Gaming Roundup. It will almost certainly be the first or second results. Yeah, so check it out if you want to see some more in-depth thoughts. But in general, it's pretty good. And I just learned today that Joel picked up this game recently as well. And it sounds like you are really liking it as well, Joel?
Yep, I ordered it a few days ago and it arrived last night. And I played it for more hours than I think I realized.
That's awesome. Yeah, you were saying, because you said you got it last night, and then you said you also beat a boss already. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even beat the boss during the last stream here.
Yeah, I've actually beat two bosses.
Whoa! That is, to be fair, I did get stuck. We were having some visual issues with the stream, which did take some time. And then I also got stuck on this very time attack, which I am going to retry again right now. We'll see if I do any better on it this time around. But I do think I have enough gears for an upgrade on this car, so maybe that's what I need. Maybe I just need to upgrade my car. We will see.
Yeah, I have found upgrades do make a pretty big difference.
Yes, for sure. I was just worried. So I started with one of the or I forget what it's called, the one above legendary. But it was like a little too fast for me even. So I was like, yeah, I'll work my way up to that, I think. But I think I've got it figured out now. Also, what is up, Justin? How's it going? Afternoon, everyone from Illinois. How is it going in Illinois? All right, I have to remember the man. Oh yeah, the boosts are a little different on the time trials. I forgot. I feel like it's an interesting start boost. It's a little different from most other games where instead of just giving you like an automatic boost off the line, it just like fills up one of your boost containers, which I think is kind of an interesting twist on that kart racing.
Yeah. And it caught me off guard a little bit. Because I was like, why am I not getting launched?
Right.
I was like, oh, I have to do it.
Yeah. Put a little more work on the player, which I don't hate that.
No, I think I remember watching us streaming it at first and kind of feeling a little bit like I sort of wish that there were some offensive weapon type stuff.
Yes.
But you know, I'm not entirely sure I stand by that now that I have it and have been playing it.
Yeah?
Because I do kind of like the fact that I feel like it's a little bit more driving skill based this way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it really is, like, if people don't... Oh, come on, you got it. Yes! For people who... I imagine it would be not uncommon to look at this game and just be like, oh, that's just like a baby game for babies. And it's like, no, there's some real nuance in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of variety in terms of the vehicles and yeah, I mean it takes some skill for sure. I tried to play initially with the boom car, which is very very tall, and I was just like, it was so top heavy, I was just tipping over every corner. So it's just like stuff like that. Yeah, there's...
And there was a track that I was on. Oh, I forget what it was called, but it was one that had a lot of crests and kind of a lot of like blind corners. And I was actually having to be mindful of when I used the boost, because otherwise I was boosting right off of the track.
Yeah, you can easily fly off the track in this game. And in fact, I remember in the early days when they were promoting this game, the developers were saying that like big jumps and shortcuts were going to be a big part of it. I haven't personally seen any opportunities for shortcuts and haven't attempted any yet. I'm sure others have. I'm sure you could look it up on YouTube and there's a million of them. But have you come across any big shortcuts yet?
Not really. And I think kind of the positioning of checkpoints has prevented some of that.
Yeah. Oh.
By the way, I'm not sure if it's my computer or if it's something else, but stream is looking super choppy.
Oh no, again! Oh! It did this last time too. Thank you for telling me. I would not have noticed. Here, I bet this fixes it. And it did. Good stuff. Thank you for pointing that out. Also, hello,
Yep,
Tucker.
that did it.
What is up, Tucker? Welcome. Oh, I'm dumb. You know what? I think this is a... this calls for a restart. Yeah, that is... So, that is one of the many things I don't understand about frame rates, where if I have the game on 60... And it's only with some games. So if I have this game on 60, but my stream is capped at 30, then the stream looks terrible. Like it just did. But if I just lower the game's frame rate to 30, then it looks fine. But that's not the case for every game. At one point, I thought that... oh, what is it? Yeah, VSync. I thought that's what VSync did. I thought that fixed it, but it seems like that's not the case for every game. So I just, I don't think I'll ever understand frame rates.
Yeah, so I'm curious, how have the loading times been for you? I know that you're playing on PC. I got mine for PS5.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really noticed, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. They must not be very long because they haven't annoyed me or anything. We'll have to pay attention during this stream. Are they a little longer than you might like on the PS5?
No, it's super quick.
Oh, nice. Good. Very good. Wow, this is a cool track here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far I have really enjoyed the tracks in the on the college campus.
Yeah.
So there's one hazard that I really hate in this game, and it's the spiderweb shooter.
Yes! Yes! Oh!
It is the worst.
Yeah, that thing is a pain.
It is legitimately difficult to dodge the webs.
Yeah, for sure. Got like sniper sights on you. Uh-oh. Have
It just
you?
feels like you're stuck for so
Yes,
long.
yes. It's a huge. It's like it's. I feel like that's this game's blue shell. Just like
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely screws you over. Um. So I have my biggest issue with this game, and it's one that I have to imagine will be corrected with an update, is that it is near impossible to play other players' tracks with any kind of consistency at all, which is crazy because the track builder in this game's amazing. And so the only way that I know of that you can do it, and the only way it seems like you can do it, is in multiplayer. You have a selection of 5 tracks to choose from. 3 of them are tracks built by the devs, and 2 of them are going to be randomly selected, like shared tracks from users. Which is cool. Like, I'm glad that exists, but like, I wish there was a way, like, I wish there was like a voting system so people could vote up their favorite user-built tracks. Things like that. And again, like, I cannot, I refuse to believe they're not planning on adding that. Like, I just, they must be. But it's a shame it's not here. I would have really liked to see that.
Yeah, I've noticed that there are some kind of user interface quirks.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I ran into that was kind of weird was so I designed a couple custom liveries for my cars, and to use them, I had to upload them and share them, and then to actually put it on my car, on my system, I had to download it.
Oh.
I had to like upload it and then download it, and then
Interesting. That is,
which it did it all really fast, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But it was kind of like, I just designed it. It's already on my system. Like it's right. I'm looking right at it. Like
right. Yeah, that is certainly, quirk is a good word for that one. I feel that is an interesting quirk. Also, what's up, Alex? I see you in the chat. I'm just trying to not. This is one. I would say this more so than some others. You cannot look away from the screen here, or you're gonna get knocked off this track. So I'm trying to.
It's surprising. It actually takes, because the game moves so fast.
Yeah.
That it requires quite a bit of concentration.
Yeah, the sense of speed is great. I think that this team should for sure be given a shot at the next F-Zero game. I feel like this style is like so Nintendo it hurts in a good way. I mean that is a huge compliment.
Yeah.
And yeah, the sense of speed here is just great. All like the extra unlockables and everything is just great. I mean, I know this game literally just came out. I'm sure they're not even thinking about their next game yet. But make it happen, Nintendo. People want a new F-Zero game, and you clearly don't seem interested in making a new Mario Kart game, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel you, but also like these guys nailed this game so well.
Yeah.
That like, just let them keep doing Hot Wheels games.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, true. Very true.
This is so good.
Very true.
Oh, and actually, so one of the other things, like when I was watching it, I remember thinking like, boy, the track seemed really wide. I kind of wonder if maybe they should have made it a little narrower. Once I played it, I was like, nope,
yeah,
it's
yep,
good that this is wide.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. This would, I mean, this would be unbearable if they were any skinnier. Yes, there we go.
Because it can be a little bit tricky to nail the drifts and cornering.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm a big fan of the Sandivore is the car that clicked the best for me in terms of like the drifting. But you really, I mean, you pretty much have to drift to have any chance at all.
Oh yeah.
Which I kind of like.
And it does, and I feel like it plays a little bit into the like, it's arcadey, but it requires some skill.
Yes, yes, I think that's the best. I mean, those are up there with one of my favorite genres of racing games. Like, because I love the arcadey feel, but I don't love when it's like winning is 100% based on luck. And this is very much it's right in that sweet spot, I feel.
And I will say, like, there are times that I do enjoy playing Mario Kart and having kind of that chaotic luck going on.
For sure.
But I think in this game, I have really been feeling like, I'm glad that this is a little bit more skill-based.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's something a little different. Alex says 3 of my favorite streamers are live, and no, that's an abundance of choice. Do you know about the game BPM? I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. And Marvel Avengers is on Game Pass. From what I know, it's really bad, but I don't know. So yeah, I saw that, and I've only heard negative things about that game as well. But I mean, it's on Game Pass, so like I'm gonna try it, which is one of the many reasons I absolutely love Game Pass. Because those games that don't review super well, but I do have like a passing interest in, because it's Avengers, I can try it. I don't have to pay for it.
So the thing that I've heard about the Avengers video game is that it's actually a solid game. It's just that it's kind of bogged down by a lot of like kind of grindy unlockables that I think are also kind of to try and tempt out microtransactions.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't sound too bad to me. I mean, I don't mind a good grind. I didn't mean to rhyme there.
I think also some of the frustration was that they were not supporting the online component with more content. That people kind of ran out of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And they kind of ran out of opportunities to like actually earn in-game currency for unlocking stuff.
Yes, I do remember that as well as a complaint.
And it was also kind of a financial flop. It was super expensive to develop. And then it kind of got average to maybe slightly above par reviews, and it was a little bit short on content, and it just didn't go over great.
Yeah.
But I think it actually, from what I've heard, it actually is not a bad game.
Alright, I mean, that'll be...
I think it's just kind of slightly underwhelming.
I mean, I'd be okay if it was just a slightly underwhelming, but overall solid Avengers game. I mean, that sounds fun. The one thing that really made me mad personally is the Spider-Man Sony exclusivity. That drives me crazy, because I love Spider-Man and I cannot be that character, which makes me sad. But yeah, that actually doesn't sound too bad. I also heard, I remember one of the criticisms being that like the villains are all kind of like samey and just like they're just like faceless, like, you know, your standard Marvel Comics just thugs, just like random, like not any. Oh my, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
That corner is tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's unfortunate.
Well, but isn't that kind of a general complaint that Marvel villains are kind of nah?
Yeah, I guess it means like the fodder villains of like they're just like
oh yeah
faceless like burglars and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still say that is kind of a complaint. I mean, any Spider-Man game or even Batman game I've ever played, like that's just, you gotta find a way to throw hundreds of villains at people, and they're at some point it's like you can't give them all a personality.
I mean, fortunately, like Batman has a lot of good villains to pick from.
Yes, yes.
And actually, Spider-Man has a pretty good selection of villains too.
Yeah, I would say Batman and Spider-Man are a close 1 and 2. But I mean, Batman's the clear number 1, I think, for in terms of his rogues gallery. But but Spidey's up there. Wow, this car is fast, right next to me. But yeah, I don't think there will ever be a better superhero villain than the Joker. I mean, it's just that is just a timeless rivalry, Batman and the Joker, and so random. Just like a guy who dresses up as a bat, and like you would think that the villain would have some relevance to that. No, just a clown. Just a psycho clown. What does that have to do with bats? Absolutely nothing.
Well, and if anybody was to, like, tell you about it without, like, any kind of... Like, if you had no understanding whatsoever of, like, who or what Batman was, and you were trying to explain, like... This is such an amazing story about a guy that dresses up as a bat and fights crime, and his arch nemesis is a crazy clown.
It would sound insane.
Like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah. It's like, that sounds terrible, and you sound like a crazy person. But little do they know. Okay, don't mess up this turn. Nailed it.
Oh, so something that made me smile when I was playing this game was at the end when it shows you your stats screen after a race, and it gives you how far that you drifted. And it's measured in inches.
That's great. I'd never even noticed that. That's great.
Yeah,
1,487
really
inches.
Like, that's... Yep. I was like, I love that. It's such a wonderful little touch.
That is awesome. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put this stream on the Autoblog.com homepage. I'm going to do that right now. There we go. I meant to restart that. Oh, that looks like a new icon. Oh, it's a boss! Good stuff. Let's see what the boss is all about.
And one of the other little touches that I really like, so at the start of a race, you can see that the grid is marked out with little pieces of masking tape.
That's awesome!
Yeah, it's just little things like that, and I'm like, oh, I love that. That's such a cute little detail.
Yeah, I mean, the detail in this game really is incredible. Oh, I see the caveat here. Assume these things. Nope.
Yeah, it took me a minute for me to kind of figure this one out.
Yeah. Oh, and the
really
fans?
long...
My God.
Huh?
And the fans blowing you off.
Fortunately, though, this is a surprisingly long race, so you'll have plenty of time to make up ground if you need to.
That's good. Yes. I was hoping that guy would run into the barrier. Whoa, I almost turned the wrong way there.
Those barriers are painful when you hit them.
Yes. Yeah, they're unforgiving for sure. No. Oh, come on. Wow, I do like this though. This is interesting.
And if you hadn't picked up on it yet, when it's flashing the lights, it's indicating where it's going to change.
Yeah. What is that?
Stripe.
What?
Oh, that got me the first time I did it too. You have to barrel roll the car when you're there.
Oh my.
Because the track is above you, so you need to
Yeah.
use the right stick to flip over.
Oh my god. That is kind of awesome.
Yeah. I
Man.
just wish that it was a little bit more clear what to do
Right.
the first time. Because I did the exact same thing you did. I just kind of floated there, and then suddenly I was crashed into the track. I was like,
yeah, like what happened? That is wild. Gee, we haven't even done one lap of this yet. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean. This is a long one.
It's a boss race for you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So who is the boss? Is it just a? Is it like that robot guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think, like, the presence of that robot guy means that you get these crazy changing boost sections.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's that robot dude.
That makes sense.
And so when you beat this, you unlock him to add to your custom tracks.
That's sweet. I wish I'm really not a big like custom track or level builder.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I was, because this really does seem like a ridiculously robust track builder. But I mean, I really just wish I could play other people's tracks. You got to make it happen,
Yeah.
Hot Wheels team. I'm sure it's in the pipeline, but...
So that's something that Dirt 5 has kind of been pushing a lot with their playgrounds
Yeah.
section. And there are some neat things you can do with it, but I've been kind of frustrated at how small the areas are for creating custom tracks. And I feel like the way the game plays does not it doesn't really encourage like super tight small courses.
Yeah, Yeah, you would think they'd want to give you some space for a rally racing.
I kind of wonder
game.
if it's... Yeah, I kind of wonder if some of it is a little bit of a...
Technologically limited.
Yeah, at least with the way they have the game built.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with this game, I'm betting they have like super optimized everything, and you're probably using very standardized objects and things.
Yes.
That aren't like overly complicated, which means that you can make it way bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm clearly this is a this is a perfect example. I mean, this track is ridiculously huge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get out of here, Triceratruck. Oh no.
Bringing together video games and toys and Marvel. It was just, I don't know why, I was just thinking back to like, it'd be kind of funny to like zoom way out and watch these, like these races feel super intense and things, and it'd be kind of funny to like zoom way out and just see it's all little toys.
I wonder if... Go ahead, sorry.
Well, it reminds me of the final fight scene in the first Ant-Man movie.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I love that scene.
I wonder if you can do that in the replay. I haven't messed around with the replay very much. thank
That's
you
probably my
for the follow, whoever just followed. I'll shout you out in a second here.
Speed Shock Nova.
Oh, I like the name. No!
But I think that's like probably my favorite Marvel fight scene in like any Marvel movie.
It's really good. It is really good. I'm pretty excited for the next Ant-Man movie. It is the debut, well, I guess the official debut of the character of Kang the Conqueror, which is very exciting, because he is a big-time Marvel Comics villain.
He's not the guy from Loki, is he?
Well, ish, ish. Yeah, he is. But it's a different.
Okay.
That was a different.
Well, one of.
Yeah. He's a variant of that character.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a photo finish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that same actor is gonna be playing Kang, and all the variants.
Man, Loki was so good.
It really was amazing. Have you been watching What If at all?
No, I need to watch that, and I also need to watch the Star Wars anime things.
Yeah, I will. For me personally, the Star Wars anime is way better. What If is about as mediocre as you can get. The last episode, and I'm assuming this final episode, are both going to be really good. The last episode was great, and it's building up to like the big ending, which I assume will be great. But those first 7 episodes were just, it's like they weren't really building to anything at all, and it's just like, I don't know. They didn't really impress me very much. But I was a big fan of Star Wars Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Have you unlocked any of these secrets yet?
Yeah, I got one sorted out. Basically, it's telling you need to do this particular event with this particular car.
Okay. Got to do the best with buns of steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have the best unlocked yet?
I do not believe so, because this is one that I have not done yet.
Okay,
There's a lot of races, and I think a lot of these secret things can't be unlocked until a fair while later.
That would make sense. Reckless driving yet. Does not look like it. So we'll just do... Actually, oh, this is the only one we haven't got first place for. So let's do that first.
Yeah, there have been a few events that I've kind of moved on from after not quite getting like the top rank.
Yeah. Yeah, I very well may end up having to do that. But it's just hard. It's hard for my brain to allow that.
I understand.
Oh, missed the boost. That's unfortunate. Whoa. Just tipped over
I've
there.
actually kind of enjoyed the music in this game too.
Same. It's like upbeat without being stressful, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great.
I've noticed other kind of cool little auditory touches that they've added, like when you go through a loop, when you're at the very top, it kind of fades out the music a little bit, kind of like this, oh, and then it fades it back in as you come out the bottom.
That's all. Man, they really it's nice to see a game where they like really put like a lot of polish on it. I feel like that's unfortunately not it's kind of rare nowadays. It's like there are a lot of good games, but you don't see too many like cool small touches like that anymore.
Yeah, and like when you get trapped in the spider web, there's a subtle little record scratch, and it like pauses the music for a moment. Well, and it's just a really pretty game.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It is crazy how much they made these things look like actual real little plastic Hot Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was probably a dumb use of boost. Joel, so I meant to tell you, I am now, I've completed Mass Effect 1 and 2. I'm on Mass Effect 3, and I wonder, so I remember you were telling me you've heard that, like, you spent so much time in the Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you heard that about Mass Effect 3. Because so far, I would say 70% of my time in Mass Effect 3 has been spent in the Citadel. I'm like 25 hours in. It is a little aggressive. I mean, I understand why. It's because that's the big, like, that's kind of the last bastion of safety when this aggressive AI alien race is like trying to conquer the rest of the galaxy. So like I get it. And it's extremely varied. Like it's doing a good job of continuing to open up new parts of the Citadel. And the Citadel is meant to be like its own world basically. So it's not really annoying me too much, but I immediately I just went back to it again. And the last time I went back to it, it's like, okay, now it's like you have to stay here because we're working on your ship. I was like, are you kidding me right now? How often am I going to have to be at the Citadel in this game? But I am still loving that series. Oh my god. It is such an amazing sci-fi space opera kind of story. I'm really, really loving it. But after, man, I missed the boost again. I'm now like for the trilogy, at least according to Steam, I've put in I think like 114 hours in the trilogy so far, and I am ready to be done. There are some other games that I want to play. It's not even just other kinds of games. It's like that's a lot of time in one genre of game, at least for me.
Right.
But I have been really enjoying it. I'm very much enjoyed my experience with the Mass Effect series. It's a great one.
Oh, I'm kind of staying on games. Did you talk much about the Nintendo Direct a week or so ago on stream?
Only the fact that Chris Pratt as Mario is truly insane.
Yeah.
And I will never understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I mentioned on stream, and my big thing is I think they would have been fine if they had literally any clip to play with the announcement. I think people would have been less like if they just showed people like, what is your vision here, Nintendo? Because it seems insane. Like, it seems really insane. But
because some of the casting seems pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And some of it seems kind of like I don't know.
Yes. Yes. I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy, sure, makes perfect sense.
And Charlie Day as Luigi, I think will be really good.
Oh, this guy almost just threw me off the track. Yes, agreed. I totally see that one.
Ooh, that was close.
I even see, people are saying Jack Black as Bowser, and I guess I'm a little less sold on that one. We'll see. But I think Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong could be really good. That makes sense to me. But
That's one I'm a little iffy on. I can kind of see it, but I'm also not 100% sure.
yeah, I think it's just because he has such a gruff, gorilla-like voice to begin with. If he just like lowers it an octave, I feel like he'll be that would make sense. But Chris Pratt as Mario, what a move.
Yeah.
And it's more, I would be less offended if Charles Martinet, the actual voice of Mario, it's like they gave him like a little consolation prize. It's like, oh, a cameo by Charles Martinet. Like, dude, a cameo? That guy is Mario. Like, just seems a little insulting. I mean, not only is he Mario, he's Mario and Luigi. He's like every character in that universe.
We get halfway through the movie and we find out that the Chris Pratt Mario is actually an imposter from Bowser, and Charles Martinet's Mario comes in to save the day.
That would be, I've heard like conspiracy theories about that, where like, or maybe it's Mario's like lost his real voice, and but I think that's just people like getting their hopes up for like, why would they cast Chris Pratt as this voice?
Yeah.
But I think it's just gonna be Chris Pratt as Mario, and I doubt. Oh, this mission just says top secret. That's interesting. Oh, probably because I have to unlock this one too. Let's see. Okay, so here's a theory from Mechabeard TV, which is, what a great name. I like that a lot. 100% the movie will be a meta film wherein Chris Pratt is a Mario that knows he's in a video game, a la Wreck-It Ralph. That would not shock me at all. I still don't think it would make me like the casting choice. But, you know what? I wouldn't mind it as long as, Charles Martinet. You said, I think it is Martinet. I've been saying Martinet, but Martinet. If Charles Martinet still did the wahoos and stuff like that, and Chris Pratt did like just sentences, I think I could find a way to be okay with that as long as it was still a good movie. So hopefully that's the plan.
I don't know. I think that would actually like
be worse.
Like,
potentially.
I guess it's just I cannot envision a Chris Pratt voice that fits Mario.
No, yeah, same here. And it's like, it sounds like he is going to be doing a voice. Like he made that announcement on Instagram of like, we're not like, that's not the voice. You're going to have to wait a little while to hear the voice, but we've been working hard on it. It's like, are you working hard to imitate another guy who's already in the movie? Because if so, that's stupid. Like, in the movie, not as this character, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But we will see, I guess.
I think the wild card casting choice that I'm just not sure about, because I just literally would not be able to imagine really any kind of voice that's not obnoxious. Is Keegan-Michael Key as Toad.
Yeah, Toad. Yeah.
But literally, like, I don't even know where you would start for a Toad voice, just because Toad has a horribly obnoxious voice in every game.
Yes.
So like, I don't even know where you would start.
Yeah, I do feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't want to listen to in-game Toad for a feature-length film.
True. That would be unbearable. But I do feel like that would be one where that's just gonna be that is just gonna be Keegan-Michael Key's normal voice. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, and I think that might work.
Yeah.
But that was just one of those, like, I don't know if it's a good or bad choice, period, because I don't even know where to start for Toad.
Totally. But I think it would be funny if he was just like gruff Keegan-Michael Key, and he was just like smoking a cigarette or something. They're obviously not gonna put that in a movie, but I think that would be really funny.
I
Oh.
kind of like Mecha Beard's idea. He said, I also think 100% Toad will sound like video game Toad, cough super hard, and then it's going to be Key complaining about having to do a voice.
I like that. I hope so. Yeah, I'm very interested. I really hope they release a trailer soonish, though. Is that movie's coming out in 2022 or 2023?
I forget.
I do too. I feel like 23 would be quite a ways off to make such a big deal about like announcing the cast, but maybe not.
Well, time has lost all meaning since March 2020.
That's so true. That is so true. It is nuts. It's about to be 2022 in like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
3 months. 3 months. But again, might as well be 2 months, or might as well be 6 months. Who knows?
Yep.
I am, one thing I was really excited about, I don't know about really excited about, but I was excited to see that 3D Kirby game. That looks interesting.
Yeah, I watched that and I was like, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like, what if Super Mario Odyssey but Kirby?
Mm-hmm. But
Which
it looks
I like.
it looks like it might even be slightly more tighter and focused than even Super Mario Odyssey.
I would be okay with that. I really loved Super Mario Odyssey, but I don't think I loved it as much as some others did.
Mm-hmm.
I just really, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm on record, and this people will tell me I'm insane, but my favorite Mario game, pretty much by a long shot, is Sunshine, and I like the idea of like, I don't know, I like an open world overworld, if that's a good way to describe it, like they had in Sunshine, and I don't know. Odyssey didn't really, it didn't scratch the itch the way I hoped it would. And then with the promise, you know, not the promises, but the rumors of, I mean, how have they not released any DLC for that game? That's insane to me. It's like the rumors was, oh, they're gonna release either Sunshine or Super Mario 64 DLC, which would have been amazing. They just didn't do it.
I don't know where you saw those rumors because I hadn't heard anything about.
Oh yeah,
DLC.
there is a, so if you look on the Odyssey map, so it all stemmed from if you look on the Odyssey map, there is clearly like an island that is just unused, like completely unused, and it's like, well, that's obviously going to be for DLC. And then of course, I mean, it seems like you would think they would release any DLC at all for their mainline Mario game, and the way that game is set up is not, like I said, because it's not like an open world overworld. So it's like you would think it would be pretty easy, just make some new levels and throw them in there, and they just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like a slam dunk, but Nintendo absolutely hates slam dunks, and they refuse to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Megabeard says, to be fair, 2020 was 40 years long, and Sunshine got its own cart release, so DLC would have never happened. What do you mean got its own cart release, Megabeard?
So I think what Eric meant by Sunshine and 64 DLC was Super Mario Odyssey DLC themed around Sunshine or 64.
Yes, that is what I meant. I phrased it weirdly.
Not DLC for those actual games.
Right, like basically recreating Sunshine or 64 in the Odyssey engine instead of their joke of a 30-year anniversary whatever compilation that they released, which is insulting to Mario fans, which I'm part of the problem because I still bought it, as did everyone, unfortunately. But it's because there's no easy way to play Sunshine legally, at least. You're so right, Mechabeard, and that's why they do it, because idiots like me will buy it. And I know that, I know I'm part of the problem, but it's like, you would think somebody at that company has to have ears. Like, they know what the fans want. It's like, I just don't get it. It's like, you would think they would want to make more money, right? It's like, because people would buy the classic versions and the new versions. Like, Nintendo fans are that insane. Like, we will do that. They know that's true. I just don't get it. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was talking about, and I shouldn't have done it. It was a bad the Super Mario 3D All Stars. I just couldn't think of the name. The compilation. Yeah, it's bad and insulting, and I still bought it because I wanted to play Super Mario Sunshine on a Nintendo Switch instead of emulate it on my PC. Because playing it on the Nintendo Switch, I guess they deserve the tiniest amount of credit for making it 16:9 aspect ratio. I guess. They put in the bare minimum amount of work, like they always do. Crush their biggest fans' souls over and over and over again.
I wonder if some of it might, like... I kind of wonder if there's a little bit of arrogance going on at Nintendo that's like, oh, we know what's best. Like, look at all of the great things that we've done. Like, we have home runs every time. Like, we know what we're doing. We don't need to worry about what other people say we should do.
Yeah, I'm sure you are so right. They seem like the most arrogant company ever. And some of it for sure is deserved, but a lot of it is not. They're over arrogant, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I always say, it's like, imagine if Nintendo was still Nintendo, but also a competent business. It would be, I mean, be insane. Be the greatest video game manufacturing company of all time. Some would argue they still are, but I don't know. A lot of heavy competition. We'll restart this one, I think. Yep, I also pay for Nintendo Online, but I am not going to be paying for their extra for their little upgrade, though. I refuse to. And I don't know, they haven't announced what it's going to be yet, but they announced they're going to charge extra to get N64 games and Sega Genesis games. Like, no, I'm not going to do that, Nintendo. You're not going to fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I ain't gonna get fooled again! In the wise words of George W. It's the saying from down in Texas.
Boy, it was weird. I went down to Texas to Toyota headquarters back this summer and stayed at a hotel that seems primarily to exist to host like executives and other folks from Toyota of Japan.
Oh, okay.
Because the room was this very strange mix of sort of Japanese and East Asian decor and also cowboy stuff.
Like 10-gallon hats. That's great.
There was a cowboy hat in the room.
That's great.
a quote from George W. Bush written out
Oh
in the
my god.
in sort of like the live, laugh, love kind of font
Oh my
up the
god.
wall and onto the ceiling. And it was something about like, some people say I have kind of a swagger about me, but that's just, but in Texas we just call that walking.
Oh my god. Oh, that guy was a quote machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily for the right reasons.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was such a strange, it was like, we're just gonna mash up the most stereotypical stuff about Japan and Texas all in one room.
Yeah, why not?
And but even then, I was still kind of like, man, of all the things about Texas that you could have used for a quote, you picked George W. Bush.
Yeah, right?
But I don't know. Maybe he's the most recognizable thing from Texas for people in Japan. I don't know.
You know what? I would believe that. I would believe that. Also, I want to say hello to Lily White TV, who says I'm pretty sure this track has a crazy shortcut around the vent thingy. I will give that a try. And I'm definitely gonna mispronounce this. I apologize, but Rajil maybe says hi. I'm from Indonesia. Welcome. I'm gonna try. I think I know exactly what you mean in the vent. I'm gonna see if we can find it here.
Oh, so also thinking about Nintendo Direct things. I think we need to talk a little bit about the retro controllers that they are launching.
Oh yeah.
So the Genesis controller I totally get. And technically, I get why they're remanufacturing the N64 controller for N64 games on Nintendo Online.
Yes.
But listen, the N64 controller did some impressive things.
Oh, Joel, you're about to break my heart.
It is not a good controller.
Disagree.
It is, in fact, a very bad controller.
Disagree. I love that.
It was a big deal when it came out, and it is extremely recognizable and nostalgic, but it is not a good controller.
I think so. I do think the reason for that really is whoa. I hit it a little too hot. I think the reason for that is because there are a lot of Mario 64 speedrunners, and I think they would be very upset if they could not find a way to play that game with an N64 controller on the Switch. And I do think that's like the main thing. Like I think it's mostly a niche product. But also, I mean, the reason they made it, as we just were talking about, is because idiots like me will buy it for no reason. For literally no reason.
You fly! But like, do you really think speedrunners are gonna use a Nintendo Online version? Because like, there's a good chance that they may have like removed glitches and things that they may rely on.
So traditionally, one of the annoying, dirty little secrets about Nintendo Virtual Console, and I assume they're online. I don't know for a fact, but I know for a fact Virtual Console, they literally just ripped ROMs from ROM sites and use those, which are just exact. I mean, those do have all the glitches and whatnot. However, that is a very fair point. You're right. I don't know if speedrunners would necessarily, but maybe. I mean, maybe for like Mario Kart, it sounds like they're gonna have some kind of online component. So maybe people just want to play Mario Kart with like the original controllers. I could see that, but But
I mean,
ultimately, it's just because they know they'll sell 1 million of them because of nostalgia. Unfortunately or
and
unfortunately.
I think that's fair, but I feel like we do need to. I feel like I do need to say something that like the N64 controller was not good.
I mean, I don't know. I like it. I really do like it. I guess I'm sure it wasn't good for games if any game actually used the D-pad, but I couldn't name one that does. So it's like, yeah, I don't
It's
know.
weird to have your hands offset like that. The stick itself will destroy your thumb.
No,
Because of its
I didn't think it was bad on the thumb, but it was definitely bad on the palm, for sure.
I mean,
In
I'm sure it's
Mario
bad on
Party.
both. But it's just so rough, the ridges on it, because it was just the super hard plastic with super thick ridges.
Yeah, it's because when you're getting into the games and sweating, you want that extra friction. That's important stuff.
And it didn't hold up long term. It They tended to wear out, and even when they were good, they weren't particularly precise.
Man, I don't know. I liked it. I never had a problem with it. I've always been a big N64 controller apologist.
But like there weren't really alternatives at the time,
True. That's true.
because that was like analog stick number one.
Yeah, I mean that really like revolutionized game controllers
And then
for the
DualShock 2
better.
came out, and that was way better.
So I think I think to this day the most comfortable, and I guess because of that, best controller of all time is the GameCube controller. But
See, the GameCube controller is a good controller. There are reasons that people still use them,
yes.
but there are reasons we do not use N64 controllers anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but I feel like there's just something about it is weird. I mean, if you've put hundreds of hours into like Mario 64 or Mario Party with an N64 controller, it is weird playing without one. And I don't know. I just feel like I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be. It's not the best controller in the world, for sure. But and maybe they'll correct some of the like I mean I can only hope they'll use. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I'm nowhere close. I'm gonna come back to this one. Maybe they'll correct some of the issues with like it breaking down too quickly and stuff. Maybe they'll use better materials for this one.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I can see that, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you were going to sit down and design a controller today, you would not design it like an N64 controller.
yeah,
Because we have learned so much about controller design since, what was it, 1996?
yeah. Oh my god, that hurts my soul. Lily White wants to know what car is that. I'm using the Sandivore currently, Lily. Mechabeard says next year Nintendo Online Plus Plus now with Virtual Boy and GameCube content. Okay, so here's something that may or may not anger Joel. I'm also a big Virtual Boy apologist. I have one in my house right now, and I love it. I think the Virtual Boy got way too much hate. It just wasn't supported. But I think it's such a unique, interesting little system. And one of my favorite things ever about my Oculus headset is I've downloaded a Virtual Boy emulator to relive those memories in a much more comfortable way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm a big Virtual Boy fan. So Virtual Boy has the best Wario game that exists, FYI, and a really good Mario Tennis game too.
Yeah, I would like to try a Virtual Boy someday.
It is
Because,
very unique and fun.
yeah, because I actually think I agree with you that I think it got more hate than it needed to.
Totally.
Granted, I don't think I would say it was a good product necessarily.
I think
Um,
well, the stand was weird. I think the idea was good, but it just wasn't. I think it would have been a lot more accepted if it had more than what 16 games total. like, they
well,
really needed to put more on it, but
I think also having it all in like
yeah, red.
in red, I think that was an issue too.
Yeah, but
Because it was
it
sort of
makes it
like,
so unique and cool though.
because like the green and gray of the Game Boy screen, that was tolerable, but just like just staring at red all the time, I feel like would wear on you after a while.
Man, I don't know. I think, admittedly, to be fair, I have, out of any video game console, I have the most nostalgic memories about the Virtual Boy.
Really?
I don't know why. The happiest times in my childhood that I can recall are me playing Virtual Boy, listening to like Chumbawamba and Aqua. And that is like that's like my happy place. I no clue why. I could not tell you. But I loved that thing so much.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
the best. The best. And throw a Eiffel 65 in there too. Eiffel 65, Chumbawamba, Aqua, and the Baja Men too. They all had amazing albums out around that time. That
Who let the dogs out?
yes. And the albums actually, I mean, like I would never call those albums good, but for like 90s pop music, just
Right.
prime, as good as you can ask for. And
So hang on, how old are you, Eric?
I am gonna be 32 in less than a month.
Okay.
So about 32.
Yeah, I'm 29, so I'm not too far behind you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just
I think Mecha got it. Good music, no, absolute 90s bangers.
yes, totally. Absolute 90s bangers is the best way to describe. Love it. Yeah, that Aqua album had just a whole bunch of bangers on it. People think Aqua and they think Barbie Girl. No. No, there are like that whole album was filled with bangers. Such a big fan of that time. It was accompanied with the
Well,
Virtual Boy.
well, still my favorite band is Bare Naked Ladies, and obviously
Yeah, great
everybody
band.
knows one.
No, that's another one where they have a deep discography of bangers.
Mhm.
What's I don't know the song, but the lyric is "Lie in bed just like Brian Wilson did."
Oh yeah, that was Brian Wilson.
Yeah,
That's what
that
it's
one
called.
never got super popular, but I loved it.
Mm.
I loved it. Yes, Lily, that's why I love this car. This sand of war handling is. Did I just unlock a mana potion? What is that?
Yes, you did.
What? What?
You can decorate. You can decorate your basement with it,
Oh my god, that's kind of awesome.
so you can have mana bottles on your shelves and stuff.
That's really awesome.
The whole basement customization part of this seems really weird and kind of like I don't know. It seems like they just kind of added it because they could.
True.
It's neat, but like I don't really. I don't know. It's just really weird.
I think it's just a way for like probably like streamers to show off. It's like when you unlock literally everything, and you just make your basement the best of the best. If you can get your hands on a Jesco in this game, you know what? I think I've been unlocking some coins and stuff. Let's see if we can unlock some loot boxes here. Open some blind boxes. Oh, Camaro. Don't hate that. Serious playing 90s on 9 and Where Do You Go by No Mercy comes on. I mean, so many of those songs. I don't know. It's like part of me says like they're not good songs, but part of me is like, if everybody remembers them fondly, then are they good songs? Maybe they are good songs. Like, what does it mean to be a good song?
I think it's kind of hit and miss. Some
Yeah.
of them are probably kind of like not actually good. But
Yeah, totally.
oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Macarena is terrible.
Yeah, like yes, but like billions of people know that dance. So like, if it's that much of a cultural moment, maybe it was kind of a good song.
I don't know. I mean, just because something's popular doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
I actually disagree. A lot of people disagree with me on that take, but I think people hate on pop music because it's popular, and I think that's a bad take. I think if billions of people like a song, it cannot be a bad song. Personally, that is my personal belief. Where I'm looking for my limited offers, and I cannot. I forgot where they are.
It's in shop.
I thought I was just in there. Exit the basement. Shop. Yep, here it is. I'm dumb. Boom car.
Now I think
Yeah, nothing
I think when
exciting
you do
here.
make changes to your basement, I think then it does show up when you're racing in the basement. You see the changes that you've made, which is kind of neat.
That is pretty cool. That is really cool, actually. Is there any? Oh, I guess for limited. I'll keep going with blind boxes.
Boy, you've got a lot of coins.
Yeah, I've been building them up. All right. Oh, 32 Ford.
Nice.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's strong braking. I've noticed braking is pretty integral to handling ability.
Yeah. Oh, so this is interesting. This has full handling and one braking. Speaking of.
Yeah, winning formula, that's actually a pretty good car to drive.
Yeah. Let's So I think it's time to upgrade the Sandivore. Nope, I guess I don't have enough. I wonder if I have any doubles that I can break down. I do. Dismantle this. Only 50? Oh. I think it's a really cool idea that you can either dismantle or sell your doubles that you get from boxes. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Every time I hear dismantle, I think about How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb by U2, their album.
Oh my god, I got a bunch of these guys. They're all the same. We will...
I am glad that they group models together.
Yeah, same. This would be infuriating if they didn't.
Wait, did you mean to sell that, or did you mean to dismantle that?
I meant to sell that one. Ooh,
Okay.
so why can't I sell... So I have to keep both of these? These are unsellable? That's a little weird.
I mean, I know that there are certain cars that you can't get rid of, because I think they're just like the basic, like, this is one of the cars that you're gonna have no matter what.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, you have super treasure hunt cars? Jeez.
That may be because this was this might be something special because this was the review code for this game.
Oh,
So,
right.
So yeah, I mean these things are insane. We'll use one. I mean I think these are way above my level, but
Well, basically, I mean, like, the better car, like, the cars with the better stats just straight up drive better. Like, they're faster and better handling, and...
Yeah, but they're so fast that I was like flying off. Can you show the stats on the shark car? Yes, I can. Where is the shark cruiser? So this is only the rare one, but if obviously you can upgrade it, and stats will be a little better. The Snoopy car. Okay, so I gotta look out for the Snoopy car and the Jesco. Mechabeard, I agree that millions of people can definitely be wrong, but I don't know if billions of people can definitely be wrong. I mean, that's getting close to like half of all human beings alive, which I don't know. I don't know. And definitely the Macarena is in the billions of people love it.
No, it's not.
It for sure is. What do you mean? That's a worldwide sensation.
Yeah.
For sure is.
I sincerely, I have no doubt that it's spread across North America and probably Europe, but I don't know that that was a hit like all through like Asia and Africa. And...
No, I bet that's a worldwide sensation. I wonder how many plays it has on Spotify right now, because those old songs that used to be like huge, I feel like they're very hit or miss. A lot of them have like hundreds of millions, and a lot of them have like none. I'm interested. I feel like Macarena's still like a big like wedding song though, so maybe it still has a bunch.
I still would not say that that's a sign of whether it's good or not.
I disagree. I think it is. I think it has to be.
I think it's a case of like just people know it, and that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, people, you could easily know a terrible song. You wouldn't play it at your wedding. I'm not saying it's the best song in the world, for sure not, but I don't know.
How do you see, like, is there a way to see total plays on Spotify?
Yeah, I mean, you just, maybe only on, no, you should be able to.
Do you have to be, like, subscribed or something?
Oh, maybe? Let's see. Not as many as I would have thought. Only 152 million. That's a lot, but not as many as I would have thought. Another 86 on YouTube. Still, I will admit, I would have expected more.
Because there are like 7 billion people in the world right now.
Yeah, right, exactly. But to be fair, Spotify did not exist for many years after the peak of that song. And thank you for the follow, Lily White TV. Thank you very much. Gangnam Style's a banger. And thank you for the follow Mechabeard as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Gangnam Style.
Yeah, because like I could go back and listen to Gangnam Style and be like, nah, it's still pretty solid.
Yeah. Get your tab. I think I bet a lot of people who think they hate the Macarena wouldn't if they hadn't heard it a million times. Like, I think part of it is like it's a groovy song to get your foot tapping, but like if you hear it so many times, you're like, I absolutely hate this, which is understandable. But I don't think that makes it a bad song.
Well, and that definitely happens to me, but
so, I mean, same for sure. What is this right here?
But given enough time, I feel like I can kind of go back and sort of evaluate something a bit more objectively. Actually, a weird song that like I have come around to like legitimately enjoying is "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
That guy has like he did the world's greatest PR shit. I feel like for the longest time, people like everybody hated that song, and now I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. I feel the same way too. I feel like that's kind of a banger.
And actually, I realized I was listening to it recently. Like I heard it recently, like over my headphones, and The stereo like drum intro actually sounds really cool because it alternates left and right.
I love it. Okay, hold on. So, Mechabeard says, Macarena's an audio meme like Call Me Maybe or Friday. I will give it to you that Call Me Maybe and Friday are both memes. However, Call Me Maybe is a certified incredible jam. Friday is not. I will say.
I'll agree with that.
I feel like Call Me Maybe is oh my god, Carly Rae Jepsen is her name. I mean, she's like pop royalty at this point, I feel. And fun fact, if anybody is into somewhat obscure rock bands, the lead singer of Mariana's Trench wrote Call Me Maybe, which was shocking to me, but really cool to discover. Because that band is really good as well, if you don't know about Mariana's Trench. Falcon T Gaming, what is up? Says, do you remember me? I remember the name, but I don't remember what we talked about, Falcon. What did we talk about last time? The name is definitely ringing a bell. Oh. Wow, I am smoking everybody this race. Smoking an Audi R8 Spider right behind me. With the Sandivore. Also, Gangnam Style has like one of the all-time great music videos, I feel like, with one of the all-time great accompanying dances.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when that song dropped, I had a good friend who spoke fluent Korean, and I was like, dude, you need to explain to me every lyric of this song right now. And he did.
So, what was the gist?
I mean, hey, sexy lady. that's pretty much that was pretty much the gist. No, it's like it was something I don't remember it at this point, but like Gangnam Style was, I think, I could be way wrong, but I think it was like some kind of slang for like laid back or cool or something like that. I could be way off, but I think it was something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, a Hollywood attitude. Yeah, so like you know, laid back, like cool style, cool vibes. What am I looking for? I just unlocked another. Yeah, here we go. Amazing Drivers. Do we have this race yet? Don't think we do. Looks like we do not. So when you hit one of these rewards, do you like automatically collect these?
Yeah, you've already collected that.
Okay, so then I do have this Buns of Steel car then. For the one secret.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've got the race unlocked
yet,
though.
The best we're looking for. Alright, well. We will worry about that later. Mecha Beard, that's great. I too have a Korean friend that explained it to me. Do you have the race pass number 1? And if yes, can you explain how it unlocks? I don't think I do have the race pass number 1, but oh, so I guess it'll be different depending. So I'm on Steam. I'm on a PC. So when you hit Y here, it opens up Steam. and I assume you
So I
just
think
come
it's
down here and
basically,
add it.
I think it's just the season pass for when DLC comes out. I don't think the DLC is out yet.
There you go. Yeah, so the pack includes 1 expansion, 10 vehicles, 3 themed customization packs, 3 track builder modules. It does not give any... Here we go. The content included in this pass is being released in waves. I mean, take this with a grain of salt. This is just a random on Steam. But, makes sense to me. You can't access all of it on release day yet. This is when it's going to be released. 30th of September, Bone Shaker Unleashed Edition. 21st of October looks like is going to be the next big drop. Then you're looking at the 18th of November, the 2nd of December with the Batman expansion, and the 16th of December. So it's not a bad little rollout there. Again, take this with a grain of salt. This is just a random reviewer on Steam, but seems like it's probably accurate to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so there you go. How do we get out of this? Here we go.
Yeah, I think they could be a little bit more clear about, like, the DLC is not available yet. Buying this just unlocks it all for you as it comes out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you said, it's like just like a season pass seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Hoagie. Oh, what's up, Hoagie? Hoagie says, my group did our own video to Gangnam Style and filmed it all over the campus in Dulles. Maybe I'll slack it to you. It's cringy funny seeing now L3s trying to dance. I love it. Yeah, I feel like that was a big one, and then, oh god, what was that other big, like, it wasn't even really a dance craze. It was like everybody just like doing nothing, and then the drop hit, and everybody just goes ballistic dressed up in costumes. What was that like? That was like a big craze a couple years ago. I cannot...
Harlem Shake.
Yep, it was the Harlem Shake. Why is my game dying? Here we go. That was a wild time for the internet. It's like every business that existed was like, we got to do a Harlem Shake video.
It's like, our college did it.
Everybody did it. Everybody did it. That was wild. I hope whoever wrote the Harlem Shake song is a millionaire now. Because I couldn't even tell you what that song is actually called or who it's by. Because I know it's not called Harlem Shake. Whoa! Flip.
I'm impressed that you saved that.
Honestly, me too.
I would have reset.
I felt like as long as I don't get like stuck behind something, if I can keep any kind of forward momentum, even if it's slow, I usually feel like it's savable. Man, this I don't think my PC likes this track for some reason. Getting some hiccups here. Maybe it's because I just opened up Steam and it ruined everything.
I've got to admit, anytime that there are like jumps or little bumps going from like track transitions in this game, those are some of the scariest things.
Yes! Yes, because it's so easy to fly off.
You go off.
Yep. Gone.
Mackie said Harry Bauer Rodriguez did the Harlem Shake song. His net worth is $250,000.
I mean, that's a tragedy. That is a tragedy. Jeez, that really bums me out. That guy should be worth a lot more for what an absolute craze that was. And I'm sure nobody paid to license that for their videos, obviously.
Oh no.
That's super unfortunate.
You know, I think the most memorable Harlem Shake video that I saw was somebody overlaid it on a video of someone throwing a cinder block into a running dryer.
Oh yes, I remember that. Oh my god. Yeah, that was great. Dryer had some moves. Oh my god, I haven't thought of that in so long. Do the Harlem Shake. Dryer just starts coming apart. It's like nuts and bolts just flying out of it. Oh man.
We
That's
must
the
sound
best.
so old spending like half of this stream like reminiscing about the 90s and 2000s.
I mean, Harlem Shake wasn't that long. It was like in the last 10 years, right? I feel like anybody watching this stream would remember the Harlem Shake. That was a giant trend. Let's start. What can we reminisce about? Oh yeah,
it was released in 2012, so nearly a decade ago.
Oh my god! But is that when the memes all started though? I guess it might have been. It might have been.
It was probably not long after.
Yeah. When was Baby Shark released? 'Cause...
That was pretty recent.
Okay.
Oh, Wikipedia says that the single did not begin to sell significantly until February 2013, when a YouTube video set to its music developed into an internet meme of the same name.
Okay, still
the media
that's
response
long.
Helped increase its single sales as it charted at #1 for 5 consecutive weeks on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
It also reached #3 in the UK and #1 in both Australia and New Zealand.
I mean, I'm glad it hit #1, but deserves more. Also, Mechabeard says, in my head, the 90s were 10 years ago. Do not talk about how you feel. I mean, in my head, too, I feel like everybody feels that way. It still feels like the year 2000. Unless when you really think about the year 2000 and that weird, like, J-Lo song and, like, Y2K, and then you're like, oh no, that was forever ago.
In the year 2000.
Don't talk about Baby Shark. Amazing how they could make something as vicious as a family of sharks. I mean, look, let me defend sharks here. There are so few shark attacks every year. So many more sharks are killed by people every year than people are killed by sharks. Sharks get a bad rep. Big time. I feel like sharks aren't as vicious as people think. They're just trying to live their lives.
Have you seen the videos about killer whales recently?
Oh, are they revolting?
They are terrifying.
Oh God.
Apparently, there are areas where great white sharks will leave an area kind of abandoned for about a year if they know of like killer whales kind of moving into the area.
Oh man.
Like they steer way clear of killer whales.
Yeah, that's I mean, they must be called killer whales for a reason.
And apparently they'll kill things just because. Like they don't eat it or anything, and they
just for fun. Oh.
Yeah.
That is brutal. Yeah, I know orcas are big jerks. I know even dolphins can be big jerks. And yeah, hippos are brutal. Mechabeard says 3,000 hippo-related deaths per year. I know the hippo is like the most dangerous animal in like, I guess wherever a hippo is, it's the most dangerous animal there. Oh my god! Is that real, Mecha Beard? That makes me uncomfortable. I don't even want to read that out loud. That is gross.
I don't know if I've heard that, but I have heard that there are killer whales that have figured out that they can like flip a shark over on its back and basically immobilize it.
Yeah, I just learned that recently. Thank you for the follow, Madre Nostrum. Thank you for the follow. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a secret for the Amazing Drivers race. I gotta find out what's... Motosaurus. I don't know if I have a Motosaurus. We'll find out.
Actually, speaking of hippos, you want to hear a crazy hippo fact?
Yes.
There are a bunch of hippos in Colombia.
What?
They are not supposed to be there. They are there because Pablo Escobar had his own private zoo and brought hippos there. And then when him and his whole operation went under, the hippos have just been kind of left there, and they are doing extremely well. And it's not necessarily good for the local ecology.
Imagine your area's invasive species being a literal hippo. That is insane. Oh, it's the Stegosaurus scar? My bad. Okay, I will. I'll go back. Thank you, Shadow Wolf King. Yeah, that is my bad. We'll hopefully get the win with the Sandivore first. Get it out of the way, and we'll worry about the secret.
I do kind of think, though, like, when hippos and humans tangle, it's probably less of a case of hippos being, like, actively dangerous and mean, and more of a case of people getting too close and getting into places where they shouldn't be.
For sure. I mean, I've got to imagine that's the case for 90% of animal versus human incidents, let's say. I almost never blame the animal. What is happening here? Wow, I somehow survived that.
Oh, this is one of those tracks where I had to be careful about because you can end up doing things like that.
Yeah, that is... I am shocked I landed on... Oh, there's no... Gotta be careful here.
Yeah, fortunately those edges kind of are like
grippy,
magnetized, so it kind of pushes back.
Nice, that's good.
Back onto yeah.
It's got the achievement like lightning.
Thank you, Hoagie, for sharing the link about Pablo Escobar's hippos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I forget what it was that I was watching. It was some video, I think kind of generally about Colombia, and they just had this part about it, and like they said something about hippos in Colombia, and I was like, wait a minute. Hippos aren't from Colombia. And then they go on to explain, it's like, oh.
That is wild. That is like, so wild.
It really could not be a crazier story. It's like,
yeah.
Of course a drug kingpin brought hippopotamuses to
yeah,
Colombia.
Sure, why not?
He wanted his own private zoo.
Why not? Thank you for the follow, Shadow Wolf King. And the Motosaurus. Let's go.
From what I've heard, the locals are a little bit mixed about it, because on the one hand, yes, they can be dangerous and they are an invasive species, but on the other hand, I think they sort of think it's cool.
yeah, I get that. I totally get that mentality. Alright. See, whoa! Whoa! This is gonna be extremely difficult. Oh my god. This thing is so top heavy.
Yeah, the Stegosaurus car is kind of tricky to drive.
Oh, gotta do it for the secret.
I do think it's cool though that like all the different vehicles do drive pretty distinctly.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I feel like that is so important for a kart game specifically. Ooh. Barely missed that.
My dog is kind of curled up on my bed with his head on the pillows.
Aw. Yeah, my dog is sleeping off the pukes from this morning. That is.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah, yeah. It is never ever a fun time.
Which to bring the chat up to speed before we went live, Eric was telling me that we may have to stop at any time because his dog has been puking in the middle of his carpet.
Yeah, it's not fun. She got two just huge ones out on the carpet, and then I picked her up and I moved her over to the tile like by the door wall, and I was trying to just like quickly open the door wall to like get her outside, and no, come on! Oh, that's annoying.
This final straightaway is tough to calculate.
Yeah,
because it's longer than you realize, and you have to time your boost just right.
Super close, but that's totally doable though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so I like picked her up, like brought her over to like the tile, like not the carpet, and I was trying to rip open the door wall, and I ended up ripping the handle off of my door. So that's exciting. Yeah. So I have to. I think it's fixable with a couple of washers. What is that? That's not. I don't like that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think you should probably
yeah. Mechabeard says, dog logic. I put a towel down if I know my dog's gonna be sick, and he keeps moving so as to not puke on... Yeah! I don't get it at all. I do not get it at all. I brought it up to Chris McGraw, Autoblog senior producer, and he was saying that he has read that dogs puke on the carpet and not on flat surfaces because it prevents splashback, which I guess I understand that, but I mean I hate it. but I understand in a dog brain why that would be the case.
I guess I wouldn't have really thought a dog would think that far through.
Well, I guess if like I think it's like if you have to puke, obviously your body is telling you something is wrong and we need to get rid of this. So it would make sense to me to like well, you also don't want it to get on you. Like if this is making you feel so sick and potentially painful. I mean, I don't know. I assume just uncomfortable. I hope not painful. Alright, so I'm in first place here. No, I hate that. Oh, you get out of my... No, I think I just blew it. Yep, that's so dumb. Oh, I let down Parth.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, it's literally like in the first Fast and the Furious. It's too soon, Junior.
Yep.
You can't let the AI goad you into using up your boost too soon because you gotta use it to get ahead at the end.
So true. feel like I might be worth upgrading this vehicle as well, make it a little easier. But I think it's totally doable with this version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Oh, that was lucky. Weird move by that guy. No! Dude. I'm so mad.
Yeah, that's... I learned that the first time I did that track. So the thing about that bumper car also is that it's not very fast, but it has like 6 or 7 boost rounds.
Oh wow.
So if you know how to string together all of those boosts, it can really boogie.
Oh. No, I did it again. Oh my god. I knew I... Alright, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. What's up, Viper?
Viper Joblob. Viper Bob. Bob Joblob.
I like it. Mecha says he's really going for that pit maneuver.
Well, it's really that Eric thinks he's Evil Knievel and keeps trying to jump the door.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it this time. Alright, right here. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
I'm definitely not gonna yeet myself off the track again. I
am gonna boost downward here.
Remember to boost down, don't you? Because I have boosted going over that crest and it did not go well.
It just went flying.
Oh, this would be a good game to have like an airtime statistic.
Oh yeah, it would.
That's something that I think a lot more video games need, like, and including like even like first-person shooter type things. Because like, and I've thought this ever since like playing the first Battlefront games on PS2. Because like there would be times that like you just kind of got things just right, and you could send yourself absolutely flying from like a grenade or a tank shot or something.
Right.
Like, boy, I wish you could like compete for like most hang time.
Man, this is so frustrating. All right. This is the one.
There's probably people in like the skyscrapers next door that are like
yeah, like what is happening?
getting like super angry because like all these Hot Wheels come flying out of this construction site and breaking their windows.
Yeah, just chip the windows.
What are they doing up there?
Is it hailing? What is this?
Somebody gets knocked out on the sidewalk down below from falling.
I mean, that'd almost be worth it for the story. I would, as long as there's no permanent damage, I would definitely get knocked out by a Hot Wheel falling from the sky. No! Oh, dumb. I give up. I give up. I give up. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh.
Oh, there's one thing that I do wish that they had incorporated somehow into this game. and I wish that like some of the boost pads had the you know, the little like accelerator boxes that you use on like actual Hot Wheels track that have like the little foam
Yes,
wheels
yes.
that shoot it. I wish that they would have like put those like on the sides of the tracks with like the little wheels to kind of indicate boost zones.
Totally, I agree. That would have been cool. But maybe they'll be coming in one of the DLC packs.
Yeah.
Alex says Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels. I never played the Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels DLC, so I cannot compare them. Oh, I see Russell in the chat. What's up, Russell? Says I just picked up the Jesco from the special offers. I just checked my special offers, and I did not have the Jesco, unfortunately. But I hear that is the one. That is the one you want.
I played the Forza Horizon Hot Wheels expansion a little bit, but it never quite got me, and I think it's because I think even with the like more arcadey physics of Forza Horizon, it still just didn't quite fit like what I wanted from a Hot Wheels game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it still seemed just a little bit too realistic, and I was like, I want to go crazy fast and be able to make crazy fast turns and not think about it too much.
Yeah, this game really nails it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was lucky.
I have figured out that you can kind of throw off the spider's aim, because I think it does track where you're going, and so
Yeah, it seems like it.
So if you know, so if you can either like juke left or right to get to kind of dodge where it's about to shoot, or if you can boost at kind of the last second and zip underneath it.
Yeah,
It's still not easy.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think I've been getting lucky with just the last second boost. That has been helping me out greatly. So let's see if we can pull it off here. Oh, nope. Still got me.
Ooh, yeah, that was close. You almost had it.
Yeah, almost. That was just too soon, Junior again.
You never had me. You never had your car.
Did you ever watch Fast
Don't
9?
matter.
The latest one, the newest one?
You know what? I actually haven't. I should check if that's on any of the streaming platforms.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I'm curious.
Because I watched the 8th one on an airplane, and I just was not really... I wasn't too impressed with it.
Yeah.
And so I was not super interested in Fast 9. But admittedly, some of the trailers did make it look like they did actually find a way to make it even more outrageous than either 6 or 7, whichever was the one where they crashed through 2 skyscrapers.
And not one,
like,
2.
I mean, I distinctly remember watching that in the theater and thinking to myself, okay, that was cool that they did it, but it'd be even cooler if they did 2. Oh my gosh, they did 2!
That is like, this is going to be an extremely niche reference, but there is an extremely famous scene in Naruto where the biggest villain of Naruto, basically, his name's Madara Uchiha, brings a giant meteorite down from the sky and is pulling it down, and then somehow it looks like people are gonna stop him, so he pulls a second one on top of it. It's the most ridiculous, egregious thing. It's like the size of the moon. Like, it's not a meteorite. It's like literally a moon. And he just pulls a second one down. It is absurd. It is truly absurd. That is one of the iconic moments, I feel like. Mecha Beard says, yeah, that's the trick for sure. Let someone go in front of you and take the hit. And then you'll be good. But that is actually going to do it for the stream today, everybody. We generally only do this from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern time. I should have given a heads up, said that was the last race. But it's a late heads up. That was the last race. But
you should check if there are any blind boxes and maybe open those up.
Yeah, great call. I will do that.
And Russell, I'm totally with you on the spiders on the time attack races, because I just did that. I just did one of the ones with the spiders, and it was painful because it was like it required like a restart every time I got stuck. I was like, I can't make it. I have to start again.
Right. Oh, El Camino. All right, good stuff. Thank you for the follow, Russell. And yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. We do this every Tuesday from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you for joining, Joel, as always. Do you have any parting words for anybody before I get into my outro spiel here?
Well, we have...
Chesko from the blind box! Let's go! Yes!
Man, you're getting way better unlocks than I've been getting.
Wow.
So, it's been a busy week on Autoblog. Some really big sort of first drives and full reviews. Yesterday we had a first drive of the GMC Hummer EV pickup truck, and a review of the Mazda MX-30 electric car. And today we've got Ford Maverick reviews. So there's a lot of cool stuff to check out.
And I just got a legendary Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles party wagon. Wow. Wow. Maybe the greatest final 2 blind boxes of all time. But yes, please check out Autoblog.com for all the crazy happenings that have been going on this week. Has been a big. It's only Tuesday too, so
I know.
We will see what the rest of the week has in store. But thank you for joining, Joel. As always, it was always a blast. As always, it was a blast, I should say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for following. Like we said, check out Autoblog.com for all kinds of automotive news and reviews. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We have a podcast. It's called the Autoblog Podcast. You can find that anywhere where podcasts are. We have a merch store. It is at redbubble.com/people/autoblog, or you can search for Autoblog on redbubble.com, or you can click the link in our Twitch bio. We have all kinds of stuff on there. We got t-shirts, hats, throw pillows, jigsaw puzzles, just really cool car photos, you name it. Autoblog Green editor John has come in to say I eat sand here at the end here. What's up, John?
Only now, at the end, you understand.
Oh, man. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, we'll be back 1 week from today. I always like to end these by saying, if you have like a non-profit organization you support, or like a cause that you really like, that's do you think does good things for the world, consider either donating time or money to that cause this month and every month. I just like to say that at the end of every one of these, because if everybody who heard me say that actually did it at the end of every month, that would be a good thing for the world. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will be back next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Adios.